smell of hydrocarbons, classic car shows are back, and I'm dawn raiding it across the Lincolnshire border, over to Yorkshire, my home county, to Ripley Castle near Harrogate for the first big classic car show, the first classic car show that I've attended in the Clan Crusader. Now, an 80-mile journey there and an 80-mile journey back might not sound like a lot, but yeah, I'm excited though, because it's the first classic car show that I've been to for as long as I can remember, because of what's been going on. And if you've never been to one, it's a bit like going to the supermarket, finding a brand new box of Hot Wheels that hasn't yet been rummaged through. I can't wait to see what's entered in the show. And I'll take you along with me. We'll have a look at some of the cars. I'll tell you some of the things I like about the cars that are there. And let's go on an adventure together. Let's dawn raid it to Harrogate, to Ripley Castle together this morning in the Clan Crusader.
Road tripping to a classic car show in your classic car, via McDonald's of course, is all part of the fun.
Well, the clan made it. It was a fun 80 miles over to Harrogate. It was actually quite fun. The weather's being kind to us, which is remarkable, isn't it? British bank holiday weather, and we've got, well, planned sunshine on the way. It's not very sunny yet, but I found the posh coffee stand and the car's parked up along with some Team Clan merchandise, so we're going to have a look around the show. Already I've seen plenty of C3 Corvettes, and anyone who knows me well will know that that's a very good thing, but also a very dangerous thing. We're spending money 15-20 years down the line that as yet I have no hope of having.
As the cars began to arrive in the spectacular grounds of Ripley Castle, the stewards did their best to arrange the displays. No mean feat. Well, by gum, we are in Yorkshire.
Thank you.
With oodles of classic cars sitting in garages unused and unseen for the best part of a year and a half, it should perhaps not have come as a surprise that one of the first big classic car shows had attracted a wide variety of machinery. Not to mention a capacity entry. The bookings for the show quickly reached that capacity, and over 400 stunning cars descended on North Yorkshire, from Lotus Elans and Europas to Fast Fords, kit cars, and even military vehicles.
Glorious Fiat X19 out here in the show field. The trouble is, the grass at this point of the day is a little bit damp, and as you can see, it's very close to the floor. Damp grass, Fiat X19, that sound you can hear, well, that's rust. Well, I'm joking.
Now, one of the things I love about the classic car scene is the inclusivity. From humble entry-level classics like the Talbot Horizon to Repmobile Cortinas, tiny Datsuns, stylish Vauxhalls and American muscle. A classic car show the size of the one here at Ripley Castle will tick at least some of everyone's boxes. Certainly makes for an interesting dynamic.
This will be unpopular, but if you buy a modern Range Rover, you have to have aspirations of opulence. But you go on one of these, an early one, then it comes as standard with class.
Cars don't automatically earn their status as classics. Not as far as hearts and minds go anyway. Cars you never thought would become classic cars, well, they just do. I always struggle to choose my favourite car in a show of this size, but I'll tell you one thing, when the zombies come, I'm taking this Metro.
One thing I love about classic car shows is the eclectic mix of cars. Undoubtedly, Porsche, Speedsters, AC Cobras, MGTCs and things like that, they're classic cars, but there's cars from my childhood which in the last few years have only just started to become widely accepted as classics, such as that Rover 600 there. Someone on the drive opposite my parents' house had one of those, and I just never thought it would become a classic car. It just never crossed my mind. And that's what it's all about, isn't it?
American muscle seems to have had a real renaissance here in the north in recent years. The quality and the rarity of some of the Mustangs, the Corvettes and the other Yank tanks that turn up at classic car shows is definitely on the up.
British muscle, American muscle.
What British cars lacked in muscle, you might argue, they made up for in style, refinement and innovation. And I won't hear any argument about that. Just take the stance of this tastefully modified Jaguar XJ6, for example, or, for that matter, any one of the iconic British classic cars on display here in Harrogate. So what have I missed about classic car shows? Of course, the cars, but even more than that, the interesting people, the characters, the dogs, and the queue for the toilets. No, actually, I'd forgotten about the trauma of the car show Portaloo.
So that's it here at Ripley Castle for the classic car show. And what a day it's been, over 400 classic cars here, and the eclectic variety is everything I love about a good classic car show. I even came away with a new dinky toy. Of course I did. It's a Plymouth, in case you were wondering. The Clan Crusader has made it here. Let's hope it makes it back. If you do get a chance to go to a classic car show this year, please do support the industry, because, you know, these cars need to be inspiring new generations of classic car fans. And I think with an event of this size and with the bank holiday sunshine that we've had, I think Mark Woodward and his team here at Ripley Castle might just have done that, because there look to be a few generations of people inspired by the classics that we hear on display in Yorkshire this weekend. Enjoy your classic car season, whatever you end up doing, and get the cars out of the garage and enjoy them as well. Thanks for joining me.
I'll leave you now with a glimpse at some of the other great cars that were on display at Ripley Castle here today. The classic car show season is off to a flying start, and I couldn't be more excited about that. I'm pleased you could join me and the Clan Crusader for a flavour of the day, and I hope that we can stand around and talk cars together in a field very soon.